Am I just dumb?
No.
Because I
You
mentioned
haven't
that people were like, "How do you not know what Del Frisco's is?" I was like, "I don't." So we go in and we were not dressed properly because it's pretty fancy, Canaan.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
Yeah, I was like, "What?"
mix.
So we go in and we sit down and having a nice dinner, and Canaan just goes, "Hey man, big fan," and leaves a coaster with his Instagram name on it and his cell phone number. I continued eating, put it in my pocket, checked it out online. I said, "Okay, he's real." But what I checked was to see if he was actually a fan or if he followed me on Instagram, because if he didn't, this wouldn't be happening. If he comes up and says, "Hey, I'm not a fan," and here's my, and they'd be like, "Okay, well,
There you go.
there you go. He's being honest." So we called him yesterday on the phone. How'd that feel this morning? Yeah, yesterday morning.
Pretty, incredible.
Yeah?
Did not expect that. And about the Instagram, I literally unfollowed you after I gave you the coaster and followed you again just so it would be closer in your timeline, like in your feed, just in case you would like actually go back and look like, oh, that's that kid right there.
Interesting.
But yeah, nervous and crazy right now.
Canaan Cox is his name. You can follow him on Instagram. And so we go into the restaurant, we eat, we reach out. You're here. You woke up this morning. Where were your nerves, scale 1 to 10?
Like 13.
Nice. I love that because it means something to him.
Yeah.
That's what we love to hear.
Yeah.
We had a caller a minute ago that said she saw you on a cruise ship in like 2014.
Yeah.
Those are the OG fans, man. The OG fans there.
Tell me about playing on cruise ships. What was that like?
It was pretty much the most perfect way to do anything ever. In like your 20s, we spent a year of my life in the Mediterranean. You just wake up, and this was all you did for 4 hours. And you wake up, oh, today I'm in Spain. Oh, tomorrow we're in Greece. And so it was a pretty great way to save some money.
That's amazing.
How do you get that job?
Just auditioning. At the time, I dated a girl who was doing like the bigger shows, and so she did some like connections for me. And you sit down, you film yourself singing some songs on the couch, and send it in, just an agent.
And so with that, I guess you don't have to pay rent because you're working on the boat.
Yeah, no rent, crew bars, like 60-cent beers. So it's a good way to save lots of money.
What about food? Do they feed you?
Yeah, they feed you. I mean, the crew mess is, not necessarily the greatest food in the world, but being a performer, you kind of got a little more benefits. You got to go to some of the guest areas and eat and do that kind of stuff. So
you're traveling the world in your 20s. You're playing music. Your room is paid for. Basically, your food is paid for. You're seeing places you probably never thought you'd see. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay. Mediterranean's fine. You know what the Mediterranean is.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get there from here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, huh?
It is pretty cool.
And you spent how long out there?
I did it for 3 years, so contractually, like on and off, 6 months here, take off a couple, go back.
Did you have so much money saved up when you got off the boat?
Yeah. It was great. And then you blow it on new music and music videos and all of that. So
I was looking at your Instagram. You make your own music videos?
Yeah, I degrees in musical theater, so I have a very big passion for like behind the camera work as well, directing and editing and stuff as well. So it's also like a side hustle. Done, picked up some edits and directing on other people's projects.
You know what I admire about Canaan is that sometimes you have to side hustle and side hustle and just to get your art to exist. And they're good that sometimes your stock is up, sometimes your stock is down, but when it's down, you got to do other things to make it just so you can have that shot to get that stock back up. And so how long you been working at Del Frisco's down there?
Well, I actually worked there when I first moved here. Worked there for a year, and then the GM just become fans. I told them, like, in the interview, I was like, hey, just so you know, music's what I want to do. So if I just peace out of here soon, like, I'm not here to be your manager. So music became full-time until, obviously, COVID. And then I messaged the GM again. She was still there, and I was like, hey, I am not obviously playing a lot. If you want me to pick up, I can do that for you. So, I mean, I've been back there since around October of last year.
What's the biggest tip you ever got?
I mean, people spend a lot of money at Del Frisco, so I think it was like $150.
Wow.
$150, but I mean, the bill was a 20% tip on that.
It wasn't someone going.
It wasn't
above and
somebody
beyond.
going above and beyond, being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you are a great server here." No, it was just like, "Oh yeah, we just dropped $800."
Dang.
So,
what's the most expensive bottle of wine you've seen bought? Like, what's the most expensive? Because that place just looked fancy.
it is fancy. I mean, I've learned a little bit about wine. I've learned that I love Merlot now. From that, there's a couple that I enjoy. I guess the cuvee. I can never say it right. That's
We wouldn't know if you did say it wrong. We'd be like,
it's the
yep,
Candy
of course.
Cuvée from France.
How much does that cost?
Yeah, it's in like 200.
200?
Wow.
Yeah.
Will you ever upsell and be like, listen, the Cuvée Sauvage is this
Yeah, oh yeah, the one
fantastic.
from Napa Valley is way better than that. I can upsell a steak. That's about it. I always lie and say the chef's feature is a filet Oscar style.
Right now,
Now we
don't
know.
Oh, I
spill
don't
your
care. I
secret.
mean, that's it. It's like we never have a chef's feature, so I'm just like the chef's feature today is the filet.
That's funny.
Just added $24 to your bill.
Hey, you got listen. As someone who waited tables a lot in his life, you got to
Yeah.
do what you got to do.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
you're hustling that price up so that tip goes up.
I know.
Well, Canaan, you have just been the victim of me loosening you up
Thank you.
and
It
taking your
worked.
nerves down because we were doing a little sound check during commercial. He's like, "Oh boy," I'm like, "I'm just gonna sit
Yeah.
with him for a second, talk a little bit."
Is anyone else sweating?
How long
No.
have you been?
No.
How long
Cool.
you been pursuing a career in music at this point?
I mean, professionally, so about 4 or 5 years now, moving, but I've always known that I've wanted to do it with the cruise ships and degree in theater and stuff like that. Just performing has always been the dream, the goal.
And the goal for you is to be a big country star.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
entertain, yeah.
eyes wide. Let's play massive shows at arenas. Like that's the ultimate goal,
I
right?
texted my drummer this morning. I said, "Put Madison Square Garden in your books in
Hey.
like 3 years."
Put it on your.
Wow.
That's pushing it, but we'll see.
You know what I do? I put my goals on my phone lock screen if I have one, and then I always see it, and I'm
Yep.
always and it doesn't slip, and I never kind of lose focus. It's like I'm reminded again.
Same.
So there's no listen. You do it right, you can be in Madison Square Garden in 3 years. So that being said, I never heard him play. All right, so
You might take that back.
Let's see how it is.
but with a musical theater background, did you do plays? Like
Yeah, I mean that was the whole BFA. I have a Bachelor's of Fine Arts, so dance. I can tap, jazz, modern.
Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
Can
The whole
you-
nine.
Oh.
I mean,
You're like the Jennifer
yeah, my
Lopez of
Chelsea boots
country
on this
music.
carpet. No thanks.
Okay.
What'd you do? What's a play you did where you had to sing?
Pick one.
Did you do Oklahoma?
We did Oklahoma. I was Will Parker in Oklahoma. I was
Will-
Conrad Birdie and Bye Bye Birdie.
Will Parker is he what a beautiful
No, he's the
pass.
funny farce character. I literally was so upset because I wanted to be Curly.
Curly,
And then,
that's it.
Curly. And then my teacher was like, Canaan, we wanted to give you Curly, but Michael, the only other guy in high school who could sing, he's like, he's just not funny. And so
classic.
Will Parker has to be funny. I was like,
What about Grease? You ever do Grease?
no, I've had some offers from like little like side theaters like out in Florida and stuff like that to do. I'm supposed to be the guy who moons everyone. I was like,
I was that guy in real life though.
Yeah,
age,
yeah.
age like 9 through 14, it was my thing. Let's go over to Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan, Katy Perry. Lionel, what'd you think?
Who am I, Katie?
It doesn't matter. You can be any of them.
Okay, well, Canaan, I thought that you were awesome.
well, thank you very
I
much.
feel like, I don't know, I've heard that's better than some songs I've heard on the radio.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
And at the
means-
top of the chart.
She means it's better than some songs she's heard that are big hits.
Yes.
that's
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I think that
And was a
ha-
better performance than some of the people who
Oh
sing
boy.
them
Oh
songs.
boy.
100%. So I think there's so much potential. Like, I think I already liked you coming into it because I see your passion and then I see how hard you're working, and we like to root for someone that's really working hard and is kind of the underdog. So, yeah, I'm here for it.
Thank
Kanan
you.
Cox.
Yeah, me too. You're good.
Thank you,
You
man.
know, you're really good, and we kind of threw you in the, in the old boiling pot. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, come on, listen, big opportunity, but also, that's nerve wracking.
A little bit.
And you came up here by yourself, which
And he
again,
was early.
Yeah.
and he was early. Like everything, I think's great. Dude, fantastic
so much for
performance.
having me, man.
For our listeners that are on now, or you can follow him at Canaan Cox, CANAAN with the 2 A's, Canaan Cox, and go follow him up. We did a bit yesterday. You had 24,000. Now you've got almost 27,000 followers.
Yeah.
And growing. Let's go.
Thank you, my man. Yeah.
Playing
Yeah,
shows
Cox
in
is
Evansville,
COX.
Indiana.
Yeah, COX. Let's make sure.
I should
spell that one right.
clarify.
COA, okay.
Well, I don't know.
There you go.
People,
Nope, that's how they would spell it. I'm positive of it.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't-
positive. Nope, I'm positive of
Oh,
it.
boy.
hey, some people might not.
No.
Playing shows in Evansville, Indiana, Fairfield, Illinois, Peoria, Illinois, and Cerro Gordo, Illinois, Greenville, South Carolina, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all May and June. So go see them. I hope that somebody heard this and is like, man, we should give that guy a shot. You
Me
definitely have the
too.
voice. You definitely have the look. You're a nice guy.
Thanks, man.
I was worried because you're like really good looking, and I was like, he might be a DB, but you weren't.
I have
and
fat
like
boy
that.
syndrome, man. I used to be fat, so
You say you lost 70 pounds.
yeah. So
Look at you.
there you go.
All right, Canaan Cox, great job.
Yeah,
buddy.
Thank you. There you go.
Let me put on Jennifer in North Carolina, who you won't be able to hear her, but she wants to say something.
Okay.
Hi, Jennifer in North Carolina. You're on with us and Canaan Cox.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh.
I had
Yeesh.
I
tried.
had to call. I'm a first-time caller. But Canaan, if nobody signs you, they're insane.
She said if
And,
nobody
I
signs
mean,
you,
you're
they're
amazing.
insane.
Okay. Thank you, Jennifer.
I mean, 'cause
Hometown NC represent.
Oh, true. Shouldn't have said that because now I'm like, oh, it's probably somebody you know.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I- with that accent, definitely.
Go ahead, Jennifer.
And I'm a first-time caller.
Thank you.
You blew me out of the water. And Bobby, you're amazing for what you do every single day. My children love you. I have 2 boys, and I swear you're the calming voice on the rides home and the rides to school every day. I mean, I turn you on, and they immediately stop. So
Thank you very
you're
much.
amazing, and you're going to do great things for this young man, and he's just a star already.
All right.
I don't know what you look like, but
What does he
your
look like?
voice
Okay.
is.
I'm gonna tell him.
Oh yeah, let's tell her.
Your hair's kind of red.
Mhm.
He kind of looks like
Strawberry blonde.
and don't take offense to this.
You're fine.
If Opie was a UFC fighter, but
Oh,
had a
wow.
chiseled jaw too.
I see that.
Like he's like all-American kid, but like a little too good looking to make you comfortable. Like he's probably gonna steal your girl if he's around her a little bit. But then he's
Yeah.
actually nice, and you end up being his friend after he steals your girl.
So like a good-looking Ron Howard is what you're saying.
Yeah, much younger.
Yeah, much younger.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, today you're on Howard?
No,
with,
like
with hair.
Yeah,
I
he
always
has a
get
lot of
Andy
hair.
Dalton.
oh, that's
Oh,
right.
I was
Really
Andy
good.
Dalton or the Prince.
Andy
the Prince,
Dalton.
Harry.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he does
Prince
look like that,
Harry.
I get those. I've
Andy
been waiting
Dalton
for
is
Chris
a
Hemsworth.
bones.
I'm just waiting for the day.
You don't like Opie?
You were way off with Opie on that.
Who's Andy? Whatever.
Quarterback for the Bears now. He used to be quarterback for the Bengals.
Oh, okay.
And the Cowboys.
TCU.
super red hair.
I think I know who that is now. But
All right,
then
listen.
yes, Prince Harry.
We have spent too much time here. Canaan.
sorry.
No, not your fault.
Yeah, you got to go.
Canaan, you don't got to go home, but you got to get out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
Great job. Canaan
you.
Cox, wonderful. Eddie, anything you want to say to this guy
Oh,
as a
dude,
superstar musician?
Okay, yeah, Canaan, you have a great voice, man. Really, really good. And your story is inspiring. I can tell how hard you've worked to get here at this moment. So I love it. I'm all in, dude. You're so good. Keep
Thank
it
you.
up.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, there he is. Canaan Cox, everybody. Somebody call him today. Sign him. Sign him to a deal. All right, back in a minute.
It's a Bobby Bones Show.